too. My weekend's actually been really good. So we've had not a great preparation, I guess, into this. It's been working on for a while, but he got injured towards the end of last year. So this is really my first proper show of the year, and we are already in May. So I've been super happy with how it's been going. Today we did the under 25 Grand Prix CDI, and that was really good. So yesterday we did the Inter 2. Both of them went really well. Today's was probably better in some ways. We got our piaffe, which we struggled with yesterday, and a few other things just tidied up, but overall I was really happy with both tests, so I'm really happy with the results. And so we've just got one more tomorrow, so fingers crossed that we go well, 3 from 3. Injured just before Equitana at the end of last year, so it wasn't as bad as we thought it was. We thought he could have done his suspensory, but it turned out he just badly bruised that area. So either way, we treated it as worst case scenario, because he'd never been lame in his life in like the time we've had him, and that was been 6 years. 6 years and not one lame day. So obviously I was petrified that it was going to be a terrible issue, and he's not young, he's 14, so we had to treat it as worst case scenario. So he had a full 2 months off out of work, absolutely nothing, just kind of box rest, and then could go out in his little yard and do his thing for the day. But then he started coming back into work at the start of the year, and then just before the last competition he decided he was going to like have a shoeing issue, so then we pulled out of that one as well, and then he got sick, and it was just like a little common cold, it was coughing, and so we didn't compete again. So it's been like a bit of a rough yeah. So I've had Luxor for a really long time. We brought him back in 2011 from PSI in Germany. It has been a while, and I haven't been obviously the only rider to ride him since he's been out here. He spent a season with Daniela Dirks, and then Brett's ridden him a few times at home, but like mainly me. And it took a while at first for us to build up a partnership, I think. Like I'd already had a horse before that, Summersar Imagery, that I'd had a really strong connection with. Like, you know, when you just get on and everything works, like you know exactly how they go. And that took a really long time to actually form that with Luxor. So it was probably almost 2 or 3 years into it that we actually started to work well together instead of against each other. But then once that did happen, I mean, everything just improved drastically, and we went from doing under CDI wise to Grand Prix in a few months. So like once we really found that connection, everything just took off really. It was amazing. Is he easy? Well, no. I would love to say that he is easy, but he is an absolute pleasure to be around. He's amazing in the stables. He's got so much personality. Everyone absolutely adores him. And there are days where, honestly, I could put a 4-year-old on him and they could do a Grand Prix. And then there are days where I can struggle to do anything. You know, so he has his days, but I think that's one of the best things about him. He has so much personality, and he doesn't feel like he's just a horse. Like, he has his own attitude, and he'll tell me when he wants to do something or doesn't want to do it. But like at the end of the day, he's always happy to compromise a little bit, and like we get there in the end.